I was 20 years old and I was working at a great VC firm in Europe. I wasn't sourcing $1 million deals, I wasn't looking at pitch decks, I wasn't trying to find founders. I was the ops guy, I guess, and I just made sure things ran as smoothly as I could make them. But what I did have was a front row seat, and what I saw changed how I thought about success. If you've ever looked at venture capitalists and thought to yourself, those guys are on another level, they're not human, they're doing things that I could never do, then you need to hear what I'm about to say. From the outside, VCs look like these cold, calculating, jet-setting people that don't make any mistakes. Yeah, they're really, really smart, but behind the scenes, they're just people. They get stressed, they get overwhelmed, they're human. I saw missed deadlines, arguments, I saw decisions made with incomplete information, and I realized that nobody is perfect. Doesn't matter how much money you make. No one has the full picture. And I saw them lose out on money as well. And when you really understand that, success stops feeling like this mythical thing and starts feeling possible. So here's a few lessons about what I learned with my time in the VC firm. Lesson 1 is about humility. One of the first things that struck me and still surprises me, I guess, to this day, is how much everybody on the team listened to each other. Some of the guys there were worth millions of dollars. They'd built big companies and had a big portfolio, but when anyone spoke, even me, they would genuinely pay attention. And it wasn't in a fake, let's humor this guy kind of way. Genuinely, they were interested, asked questions, and I think it's because they realized that you don't have all of the answers. Somebody somewhere else can have that edge. You just need to pay attention so that you can catch it for you. I think the best operators out there, they receive a lot more information than what they're putting out. Lesson 2, and here's what matters a lot. Not the theses, not fund size, not slide decks, whatever you want to call it. In any business, it's network. The partners, they weren't just, the people involved in the company were not just intelligent, they had fantastic connections. Founders wanted to be part of them, not just because they had money and they could fund them, but because of the connections that they had with other people. And I guess they knew that this person could open doors. And they maintained relationships like it was their job. One time I had a task of literally creating like a Rolodex, a digital Rolodex of points of connection, when to catch up with that person, what the last thing they spoke about was, when the next check-in is due. It was a job, connecting and networking and refreshing this cycle of network growth, I guess. And if you put this as a quote, it would be, you don't rise by yourself, you build ladders with other people. Lesson 3, the blind spots. And one of the most empowering things I experienced, I guess, would be the fact that I got to see blind spots up close and mistakes and things that I didn't think was right. And nobody's perfect, not me, not you. I'm not saying this in a judgmental way. These were brilliant people and there's good in everybody, but they still miss stuff. They had a broken process. They would be neurotically focused on something that they shouldn't be. I'm bringing this up because it's like relief. It gave me confidence that I would be able to do the same things that they're doing at the same scale or even a bigger scale. And if it failed, that's okay. Those guys failed and missed out on plenty of money as well. But what I never saw them do was quit. But let's go on to something that they were perfect at, and that is time. Sure, they had assistants, but they also respected their own time more than anyone I've ever met. And that's something that to this day, I'm still trying to incorporate into my life at the same scale that they did it. I don't have assistants, that's my excuse. The big takeaways were they wrote everything down. If something important happened, it got logged. If a meeting went well, it was summarized. If a name was mentioned, it was noted, and they tried to reach out, and the connection, this, connection process and network growth thing that I mentioned was put into effect. It wasn't luck, it was a system. It was systematic network growth and time management. It was almost a neurotic system, but it showed me if you want to operate at the highest level, you can't wing it. You have to be obsessed. This was an obsessive network growth and time management machine. So to summarize these sorts of lessons that I've done off the cuff here, great businesses are organized, but they're not perfect. Listening is an underrated skill. Your network is absolutely your edge. So try to grow it. Even at the sacrifice of revenue, I think it pays in the long run if you network with the right people. And having a system will always beat memory. That job gave me a backstage pass to how these people operate. And what I saw made me who I am and how I operate in the business today.
So if you're out there and you're building something and you're not sure if you have what it takes, you probably do. Because nobody is perfect, not even these guys. And anyone can be intentional and anyone can get obsessed about solving a problem and obsessed about a system that achieves a specific result. You just need to find the right compass and it will take you to the path that you need to go. If this video helped you think differently or was useful to you in some way, then please subscribe and support the channel. I always try and produce valuable and engaging content that helps you level up in business. And if you want the full step-by-step breakdown of how I build software businesses that actually make money, I would love to help you out. So I put together a 5-day free email series with frameworks, examples, and real experience that I use on every project, all based in real experience. And I'll link it in the description below.